What's up, guys? It's Colin from Mind Hive, and I'm here to share 5 simple techniques for you to get better sleep tonight. If you've ever had bad night's sleep, you already know it's the worst thing ever. You're tired, you're cranky, maybe you're a little uglier than you were the day before. But sleep also has long-term effects on our physical health. A bad night's sleep can reduce your metabolic rate, making it a lot harder to lose weight. Bad sleep can also lead to poor memory, chronic stress, and cardiovascular disease. Before implementing these techniques, I felt like I was getting pretty decent sleep. But now I can say without a doubt that I get the best sleep of my life just by using these 5 simple techniques that I'm going to share with you right now. I want to preface this by saying that all of these techniques are meant to be implemented right now. They don't require any special products. They can literally be done for $0 and have the potential to radically transform your physical health over time. With that, let's get into it. Number 1, get to bed by 10 p.m. But Colin, I'm a night owl. I can't get to sleep before 10 a.m. No. People who tell me they're night owls are usually just using the wrong techniques to actually get to sleep at a decent time. The 10 p.m. cutoff is significant because it's when most people say that they have their second wind. 10 p.m. marks the transition between kapha time and pitta time. I am, of course, referring to Ayurvedic science and the way the body's energies change throughout the day. If you have no clue what I'm talking about and want to learn more about Ayurveda, I'll leave a link in the description below. To make it simple, 6 to 10 p.m. is the ideal time for you to fall asleep because it's when your body is the most relaxed it'll be all day. Number 2, get some sunlight during the day. Most of you probably vaguely recall the term circadian rhythm from science class. If you're a total nerd, you also remember that the body operates using an internal clock that repeats itself roughly every 24 hours. Keyword here is roughly. The cycle is not exactly 24 hours, so it relies on environmental cues to let it know when it's out of sync with the outside world. One of those cues is natural light. If you were to live in a cave for months on end without any exposure to natural light, you'd probably look like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. But you'd also start to deviate from your natural sleep-wake patterns. Without any external cues from the sun, your body wouldn't know when to start producing melatonin, which is the hormone necessary for falling asleep. Research suggests that as little as 10 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight exposure can be enough to reset your circadian rhythm and make sure you get consistent, good sleep. And yes, this does work when it's cloudy outside. Number 3, shut down electronics after 8:30. Electronic devices like cell phones, laptops, e-readers, TVs all emit a lot of blue light, which is a wavelength of light that makes us the most alert and awake. So when you use your phone before bed or stay up past 12 a.m. binge watching Netflix, you're essentially tricking your brain into thinking that it's still daytime. This suppresses melatonin production and results in a terrible night of sleep. But Colin, I can't fall asleep without the TV on. Number 4, limit your meals after 6 p.m. If you're used to the standard American diet, this one might be a little bit tougher for you. But keep in mind that the digestive system and digestive activity changes throughout the day. After 6 p.m., your digestion slows down a lot to prepare for sleep. So if you do eat a heavy dinner, your body has to work extra hard trying to digest that food when it should be resting. Even if you are able to fall asleep with a full belly, the quality of your sleep will be compromised. The digestive system is most active between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So if you want better sleep, eat a bigger meal for lunch and eat lightly for dinner. Number 5, exercise. I mentioned earlier how your body uses environmental cues to reset its internal clock. One of the ways to do that is, of course, getting exposure to natural light, but another way of doing that is through exercise. Your body's internal clock uses movement throughout the day to reset itself and make sure you can get consistent sleep once the sun goes down. This, of course, begs the question, what are the best times to work out? There's a lot of evidence that working out before 10 a.m. can be very beneficial for getting consistent sleep. But I've also found that working out between the hours of 2 and 6 p.m. can be just as effective because your muscular endurance is higher and your body temperature is naturally elevated, which means there's less risk of injury. One thing I'd advise against is working out after 6 p.m. because there's a lot of stress hormones that get released when you exercise, and those usually increase wakefulness. And unless you have no other choice, I also wouldn't recommend working out in the middle of the day between 10 and 2 because, like I said, your body's energy will naturally be focused on digestion, and physical activity might disrupt that. So that's it, 5 simple steps for getting you better sleep tonight. Try some of these out before you go to sleep tonight and let me know how they work out for you by leaving a comment below. And of course, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe below for more strategies on how to live longer, stronger, and happier through biohacking. Thanks so much for your time, guys. It really does mean the world to me, and happy hacking.